Good morning, fellow Malaysians. This is Matthias Chang from Future Fast Forward. After the election on the 9th of May, the entire country was euphoric, liberated from the most insidious evil and the criminal cabal ever in the history of our country. All of you, every citizen who voted, you can say you did well for the country. Some did more, some did less. It doesn't matter. Everyone in the country did their part to ensure liberation from evil, that truth will prevail, justice will prevail. Incredible effort, astounding, historic. And I've said to all of you over and over again for over 3 years, truth will win, truth will prevail, justice will win, justice will prevail. And I quoted several surahs from the Quran. Truth will always win. Justice will always win because upholding justice is the second most important priority other than the first priority, a duty of a Muslim is to Allah, God Almighty. Justice was number 2. I've also quoted to my Christian friends how important to uphold truth and fight for justice. So there was a common denominator to unite all of us. And we should be proud that we overcame bigotry, sectarianism, the divide and rule policy, and the most insidious techniques and operations to subvert the democratic process of our country, to subvert the election process, cheating, what have you, to deny the people their voice, their aspirations and their hope. But in the end, we prevail. And you recall in my last video, I was bold enough to say PH, 2/3 victory. And I said, if you don't aim high, you fall short. Everyone couldn't believe that I was so optimistic. Till the very day itself, there were a lot of anxieties. If we win, would be hung parliament or very small majority so that the Najib cabal could easily buy over. And I remember I told many friends on the early evening of the 9th of May, we will win with a big majority. And if there's no cheating, on the side of Sabah and Sarawak, we could even score 2/3. That was why my optimism, my positivity, 2/3 in my last video, so as to inspire all of you. No negativity, uphold positivity, and most importantly, I told all of you, pray to Allah, surrender unconditionally, completely to Him, and never waver in your absolute faith that He will defend, protect us, and guide us under all circumstances against evil, adversity, challenges, and we will prevail. And sure enough, we prevail. Now, a lot of people since then has passed messages to WhatsApp, SMS as to the reasons why we won or whatever. But today, I will share with you something so horrendous, insidious evil that has exposed itself and emerged beyond your imagination. Alright? It will be so shocking. You will think I've got bonkers cuckoo, angin in my brain. But let me assure you that what I will say is genuine. Okay? And what I have disclosed to you is without any names as yet. But the document that I have prepared is in a sealed envelope. I repeat, in a sealed envelope with all the details. That the event of my demise, I'm very healthy. In the event of untimely demise, death, that envelope will reveal and all the evil will expose once and for all. Now, let me tell you that this experience which all of you participated, right? I hope you will pass on to your children and your grandchildren, because the evil took many forms. But I will now tell you what was defeated in the 14th general election. So it's not Najib, but rather what the Najib cabal represents. So therefore, the first thing I want to share with you is, right, the 14th general election was a defeat of the two political, the twin evils, kleptocracy class, kleptocracy and theocracy. Alright? Kleptocracy is oligarch, money power. Theocracy is, right, religious power, abuse of religion and God for political objective. The second evil is the coup plotters, the people who try to derail the election process and failing that, to destroy who we have elected to lead the country. Okay, so the kleptocracy class is the ideological manifestation of the first of the twin evils. Clue plotters is the organizational manifestation of the second political evil. Alright? Okay, you got that? Now, let me show to you how is that manifested, right, in simple language without ideology. Kleptocracy can be summarized as cash is king. On MDB and all the other, okay, criminal activities. Theocracy is using religion, more specifically the distortion of religion. Hence we saw the merger, the evil merger of kleptocracy with theocracy, personified in two leaders. The picture, Najib and Hadi of Pas. You recall in one of the speeches, Hadi says, I'm neutral. With the V, the criminality of the kleptocracy. I'm not against, I'm not for evil, I'm neutral. Can anyone be neutral and evil? And he is the religious leader of a political party that expounds that they are a guardian, protector of Islam. Can you see now? When the two merges, what is the danger? Alright? What is the danger? Okay? Now, that is the ideological manifestation of the first evil. Klepto-theocracy class. Okay? The second one is, I said, the plotters. Okay? They come in this form. Foreign intelligence assets, one limb. Domestic coup plotters, the second limb. And they come in all shapes and sizes, male and female, long hair and short hair, tall and short, fat and thin, various professional backgrounds, mass media expertise, and usually they have foreign university background such as the University of London, School of Oriental and African Studies. that branch, School of Oriental and African Studies, is used by the British to recruit and train citizens of Africa and Asia. All right? I'm saying with a big tongue in cheek, right? Male and female. Of course, ages can be male and female, tall and short, how they dress up, long hair and short hair, you know. All right? But most of them have professional background. Very importantly, they have also mass media. They are trained, okay? And some are in the professional area of law, lawyers as well, accountants, but mainly lawyers and professional mass media operatives, all right? Because propaganda, false flag must have the basic grounding in those areas of expertise. Now you may say, all of you haven't heard this thus far. Come on, Matthias, you must be joking. Why not? Politics is everything. No holds barred. War for power. I repeat that. Politics is nothing but war for power. No holds barred. No red lines. They will do everything. Our enemies of the people of our country will do anything. Now, I'm going to show you a picture, right? Okay? Because I've studied for over 30 years the methodology, the way agents infiltrate to subvert our country. Right? So, if you find it very extraordinary, ridiculous, that people at high levels, professionals, can be involved in spying, in subverting, in plotting to destroy, well, let me show you this. This is a book, right, called The Mask of Treachery. The picture you see, right, English flag, United Kingdom flag as a mask over the face of Sir Anthony Blunt. Read the words, spies, lies, buggery and betrayal. The first documented dossier on Anthony Blunt's Cambridge spy ring. Repeat, Cambridge spy ring. So therefore, have I not by this expose confirmed to you what I showed you in the previous picture? Foreign university background. Even Cambridge was used as a recruiting ground for spies. So therefore, I say it's a London School of Oriental and African Studies. Please don't deny it. Don't think it's ridiculous. Because historically, Cambridge was used to recruit by the Soviet Union double agents and spies. And Anthony Blunt was a knight. Sir Anthony Blunt, okay. Before I go to detail, to show you that I have made a lot of research, this is another expose compiled after the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Mitrokin Archive, the KGB in Europe and the West. Okay? Right? So I've shown you now the first picture, British spying, Soviet Union spying. Right? This spying, right, is international, is global, right? And third, this picture, The Secret Team by Colonel Fletcher Prouty. The CIA and its allies in control of the United States and the world. You got it? Alright. Now, what is so important about this this book, this expose, is because this, it says here, the blurb. In this book, Colonel Prouty bravely exposes the existence of a secret team that's in actual control of the United States and the rest of the world, and backs up this work with seldom seen or mentioned official documents, some never before released. This expose offers a pure glimpse into the secret team within the Central Intelligence Agency and shows, alright, how the Central Intelligence, how they operate. Those who have not been in a position to witness events such as these from the inside would not understand how invincible and ultimately effective they and their power structures are. Okay? Control political power in USA. Alright? Okay. Now, I pause here for a while, right? Let me now tell you, going back, right? Because everyone says, how can there be spies, agents to support our country? Right? I just show you, right? Okay? Now let us go through. So you might think that, must be some, idiotic people who are spies or agents, right? Sir Anthony Frederick Blood, KCVO, from 1956 to 1979, was the leading British art historian who in 1964, after being offered immunity from prosecution, confessed to have been a Soviet spy. Blood had been a member of the Cambridge Five, Cambridge University. The spy ring had membership of 5 people. The spy ring, it's called Cambridge Five, all came from Cambridge. A group of spies working for the Soviet Union from some time in the 1930s to at least the early 1950s. His confession, a closely held secret for many years, was revealed publicly by Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in November 1979. He was stripped of his knighthood immediately thereafter. Now, let's see who is this guy. Elite of the British establishment. Not some left-wing flunky, a student movement. The elite of the English establishment. Why? Blood was a professor of history of art at where? University of London. Now, this London has many colleges. Okay, King's College, for example. The School of Oriental and African Studies, another college. So the university has various colleges, right? Like this in Malaya, okay? Probably economics faculty, medical faculty, science, arts, whatever. He was a director of the Coulthard Institute of Art. And more importantly, shocking, and the surveyor of the Queen's picture. Okay? His 1967 monograph on the French Baroque painter Nicolas Poussin is still widely regarded as a watershed book of art history. Okay? He is the personification of elegance, sophistication, high society. You don't become a surveyor of the Queen's picture if you're a nincompoop, alright? Or a member of the labor union. He is the lead, right? The finesse member of high society. Okay. Now, remember, we were talking about Cambridge Five. He was one of them, okay? The other person was Kim Philby, high-ranking member of the British intelligence. He worked actually in the counter-intelligence department, okay, of the British Secret Service to counter spies. But he was actually the enemy, who worked as a double agent before defecting to Soviet Union in 1963. He served as both NKVD and KGB. In 1963, Philby was revealed to be a member of the spy ring now known as Cambridge Five. Cambridge Five. The other members of which were Donald MacLean, Guy Burgess, alright? Some of them are homosexuals. Anthony Blunt. 4 of them, right? For a long time, there was a lot of controversy. Who was the 5th person, the 5th member of the team? So to today, they have kept secret, right? Who would be the 5th member of the Cambridge Five? And 2 names came out. John Cain Cross and shockingly, Victor Rothschild. Okay? And Philby was given the Order of the British Empire, OBE. The elite of the elite in British society, that level, subverting the country's integrity and sovereignty. So don't tell me what I'm going to reveal to you is rubbish. This is to illustrate to you. They come in all sizes and forms. Tall, like Anthony Blunt. Okay. Fat, thin, male, female. Elite universities, all colleges, mass media. Now, let's see who is Victor Rothschild. See, everybody thinks that Rothschild are Zionists, Illuminati, blah, 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 all filthy money. Precisely, they are so rich. He was rich, but he was left. Okay? At Trinity College, Cambridge, he read physiology, French, and English. He played first-class cricket for the University and Nottinghamshire. See, to them, right, the elite, you know, they play cricket. You know why? Cricket is a bourgeois elite game. Okay. Not footballer. Gentleman's game. He drove Bugatti, fanciful cars. Rothschild joined the Cambridge Apostle, a secret society which at that time was predominantly Marxist. He became friends with Guy Burgess, one of the four identified, right? Anthony Blunt and Kim Philby, members of the Cambridge Five. Okay? And then John Cairncross, whether he's a fifth man or not, was also a spy. Cairncross admitted to spy in 1951 after MI5 found papers in Guy Burgess' flat with a handwritten note from him after Burgess' flight to Moscow. Okay? And he supplied information about West Atomic Weapons Program and the Manhattan Project to help in the Soviet nuclear weapon program. So now, have I not shown to you? Incredible people. Elite. You think in an election like ours, Najib Cabal, basically having their cyber troopers, will not try to infiltrate the ranks of the opposition parties, plant moles? The word mole, M-O-L-E, is a euphemism, right? For a Trojan horse. Someone within your organization who pretend to be patriot. In fact, the way they behave, one way to identify a double agent, a spy, a mole, is that, oh, they will parade, all right, physically, verbally. Oh my God, they are patriots. They say they will give their life and be loyal to the leader. And then they will do what? You know? Whispering campaign to blacken, to subvert the integrity of the true patriots so that they can rise up and capture key positions within power. That's why Kim Philby became the chief of counterintelligence. Can you imagine? Chief of counterintelligence. That unit is to prevent spies from other countries coming in, isn't it? Instead, and he was a spy for Soviet Union. He wormed his way to be the head. Anthony Blunt, a spy, wormed his way to the bowels of English power, the Queen. Huh? Can you see that? Okay. Now, I'm going to show you something. Bring you up to date, right? This came out, right? Because before the election, I told all of you, Trump is not stupid asshole. He's a billionaire and he won his election by landslide. In the past 1 year, they tried to destroy him with a Russian dossier. Okay? Now let's see this. CIA, the own intelligence agency of America, MI6, Foreign Intelligence of America. Their operative is called Stefan Halper, a mole they planted in Donald Trump's campaign before he was even elected. By who? The scumbag FBI director, so as to prevent Trump from being elected. Okay? And when Trump won the election, they decided, alright, to subvert and destroy within. So first part is, they come, the agents all over, to ensure the defeat of the election. Understand? But after the election, to plot and kill Donald Trump politically with false information, false intelligence that he was an agent of the Soviet Union. So there could be impeachment proceedings against Trump. Okay, let's read what he says here. CIA MI6 operative Stefan Halper was inserted as deep cover spy, mole, understand the word mole, into the US presidential campaign of Donald Trump by former FBI Director James Comey, who was sacked by Trump when this was exposed, and whose single role was to destroy Trump before he could achieve an election victory over his rival Hillary Clinton. America's most powerful state intelligence operators, for the first time in its history, obliterated the US Constitution and all US laws in order to destroy presidential candidate Trump. Okay? And whose device to do so was described by the FBI Deputy Assistant Director of Counterintelligence. See, pause here. Kim Philby was in charge of counterintelligence to prevent spies to subvert. Within the FBI, the guy in charge of counterintelligence, Peter Schrock, devised an insurance policy, a plan, an operation. If Donald Trump is elected, how to destroy him. And there was an email in the picture, right? There's the bastard head of counterintelligence. Later is a text, August 15, 2006. Schrock told his lover, Mistress Page, I want to believe the path you threw out for constitution in Andy's office. There is no way he gets elected. But I'm afraid we can't take the risk. It's like an insurance policy. In the unlikely event you die before you're 40. Okay? So, even before the election was over, this guy says, hey, just in case, man, although Clinton had 90%, odds of winning, and they say Trump would not win, we cannot bank on just one road alone. We must have an insurance policy just in case Trump wins. Then we subvert it, working with Halper, Stefan Halper, created a document, a false document called the Russian dossier. It was compiled, right, by Halper together with MI6, all right, Christopher Steele, to make a fictitious document. Okay, all right. Now, if you say what I'm talking, right, is cock and bull, may I remind all of you that such spying, such attempt to subvert, to plant moles in the highest office of any country, right, exists and continue to exist, right, every time. Now, if you recall, in 1981, Malaysia expelled 3 Soviet spies and arrest an official. I read to you. July 13, 1981. Malaysia expelled 3 Soviet embassy officials for spying and arrested a former political secretary of Deputy Prime Minister then, Mahathir Mohamad. The 3 officials were identified as agents of the KGB, the Soviet intelligence agency, and accused of recruiting Mahathir's former secretary Siddiq bin Mohammed Gauss as a spy, the Home Affairs Ministry said. Siddiq was charged under the nation's tough Internal Security Act only 3 days before Mahathir was to become Prime Minister in place of ailing Datuk Hussein On. Can you imagine now? Just before, then Datuk Sri Mahathir Mohamad became the Prime Minister, a spy was planted. So am I talking cock? That was 1981. That was 1981. But he was arrested under the Internal Security Act, okay, locked up, and 3 Soviet officials from the embassy expelled. Alright? So what I said just now is not some cock and bull story. I told you in any war, especially in the election, there is the external ideological, okay, the opposing party, talking about, right, manifesto, issues, religion, okay, that is the ideological manifestation of the evil at that plane, okay. As insurance policy, as stated by this bastard, they also have as insurance policy, if they lose the election, a group of traitors, bastards, and bitches who will subvert the duly elected. I don't care whether it's Malaysia, Singapore, China, everywhere, the same. This is always operation, right? Destroy the election, the chance of the competitor, failing which insurance policy, internal sabotage, and undermining. 2 months before the election, there was a vicious campaign, whispering campaign all over, saying so and so, so and so, so and so is a bastard. So and so is a traitor. But they are the one, the real traitors. And it became very intensive to the point of gila, desperate, because one of the ringleaders met an accident. It was no longer effective. They no longer had a leader. So it intensified. They muddied the water so that no one knows what happened. Alright? See, in intelligence, before I conclude, right, it's very simple. How do you test someone whether he's a bastard traitor? Okay. You place documents in their possession. You deliberately place documents in their possession meant for a leader, for example, and see whether they copy and pass on to Najib for that matter. So you say A by documents to that traitor. You then give oral version of document A different to B, C, D, and see what goes and is transmitted to the other side. Same issue, but different variation. So if the other side, the evil, says, this is going on, okay, in the leader's office. If it's D, that means D was the leaker. If it's A, the one who received the document, he's the bastard leaker, the principal leaker. And this is what I conducted. I conducted this campaign, quietly, intensely. You know what was my advantage? I'm a lone ranger. Alright? That was my main advantage. I turned a negative into positive. I wasn't a member of any party or any organization. I wasn't an employee of any organization. That's why they panic, you know. They can't control me. They can't sack me. They can't control my mouth, zip me up, because I'm independent. And then the ugliness, the evil, all right, of this group, this spy ring, it's still going on. I'm keeping my mouth shut, right? They failed thus far, externally and not internally. Let's see whether these scumbags will enter into the sanctum sanctorum of the office of the Prime Minister, whoever he may be. Right now, it's Tun Mahathir Mohamad, the 7th Prime Minister, and in the future, Tun selected successor, the 8th Prime Minister, Anwar Ibrahim. Let's see. I have not revealed any names today because I'm seeing who will grovel and plan to worm their way as close to power as possible. If these are the same people that I have now exposed without names, penetrate into the inner sanctum of power, if I'm still alive, then I'll reveal to power. Whether they believe me or not, or my documents, it doesn't matter to me. I've done my duty as a person, as a citizen, and as a patriot. Now let me say this. They know that I know about their bastardly, treacherous activity. Let me repeat that. They know that I know who they are. That's why I laugh. The kind of stupid things they're doing. Alright? They see me, they pale. Their face get flushed. They're embarrassed. They shake by their body language. If I talk to them, they can't wait enough. 3 seconds. Sorry, I've got nothing to attend to. Everyone will run away from me. This group of people. Right? They come in different guise. You know? But common denominator, they tell everybody they're patriots. How hardworking they are. How genuine. And they are masters in what? Carrying balls, you know? Bodak. Carrying balls. Now, I will end here and say to all of you, fellow citizens, we have a duly elected Prime Minister in the person of Tun Mahathir Mohamad. Soon we'll have another Prime Minister to succeed him, Anwar Ibrahim. Okay. In any politics, a political struggle, okay, there'll be hangers-on. It goes with the territory. It's natural. When you are taking on evil, power, control, the kleptocracy, the oligarchy, oh my God, no one will come near you. You are bad news. You are toxic. And they badmouth you. Filthy badmouthing. Alright? To weaken the organization. Alright? But they then say, I'm loyal. I'm faithful. Scumbags. And then, if and when power is taken from the oligarchs, the kleptocrats, the evil, oh my God, they come down like flies, you know, zooming in vouchers, who swear loyalty. Okay, this is what's happening now. So therefore, before I conclude, may I ask the whole country, we have won. There's only victory. In war, you won the war. Doesn't mean anything if you can't rebuild from the destruction, the devastation. Then the war that you won will be a Pyrrhic victory, like a paper judgment. They have destroyed this country, humiliated our country, our integrity, our success. Now we have removed them, the Raju Cabal, and people like Aru Kanda, the traitor, went round telling lies. These people, right? They're all gone now. Don't be complacent. If we can't rebuild. So, first duty of all Malaysian citizens. Victory is over, election is over, is behind your back. Don't look back, look forward. These are the warnings I've given to you. Warning signs. Therefore, you ensure no one, okay, can kill, within quotes, right, politically, Tun Mahathir. He said before campaign, he don't have much time. He's already 92 years old. He has already retained and protected his legacy. Right? First, winning the election, that was what he wanted, right? He said to everyone, let's unite to achieve one aim. Get rid of Najib, the evil, the kleptocrat. That's all. Fix on that one target. He achieved that. And then, he didn't ask for it. He didn't demand for it. The paper says, you be the Prime Minister designate. He was given on a platter. He didn't ask for it or demand for it. So he achieved, on the 10th of May, another victory, became the Prime Minister of Malaysia, the second time. Okay? These are two personal miracles he has achieved. There is a third miracle coming. Alright? God willing. In my last video address, I said there were two miracles before election, right? The three women, Tun Siti, Wan Azizah, Rafida Aziz. Three men, second miracle, Tun Mahathir, Tun Dai, and Anwar Ibrahim. Third miracle will be election victory. Now that we have won, there are two miracles that's happened because God answered our prayers. Tun win the election, first miracle. Tun made the Prime Minister, second miracle. The third miracle will come when Tun Mahathir, will be able to rebuild this country in the shortest period of time. To revive, to rebuild the freaking insidious destruction by the freaking Najib, his bunch of idiots. Just recall, right? This destruction went on for 15 years. When Pa took over this country, a bunch of bastards on the backs of the reputation of Badawi, that he's a devout Muslim. But what they did? This bunch of advisors, the evil cabal, a few of them, they focus on how to make money via investment banking, controlling hedge funds, and copied Goldman Sachs' modus operandi. Thank God there was a global crisis. Everything collapsed in America, and therefore we collapsed here. They couldn't turn into fruition their dream of controlling money. Now this is a danger I will say to you, okay? We're all humans, and humans have failings. Human change. Okay? You can be good, not corrupt. But when you're faced with power and all the money, it takes a lot of strength, piety, faith to Allah to remain clean and straight. If not, they will succumb. I'm going to use a simple analogy, okay? We have defeated evil, who held the key, actually last two prime ministers, right, to the vault of billions of dollars. They had small keys to small vault when they took over state government and state economy. No comparison. Soon, they will enter with this key to the ultimate vault, the riches of this country. It takes, I'm telling you, a lot of backbone, a lot of determination, resilience to say, I will not be corrupt. I will remain true to the people's aspiration. And most importantly, I will be loyal and faithful to Allah. Then you can remain your integrity. Let people call you whatever you want. Straight, kayu, useless, stupid, don't make money. This is the greatest danger. When good people, honest people even, God-fearing people even, when they face with temptation of that magnitude, obviously a lot have been siphoned off, right? Via MDB. A lot have been stolen, but still a lot of money is still in the vault. And the assets, okay, they will subvert. So all of you, please, before I end, you do some praying. Pray that those who take power now will be submissive. They don't have to be religious. Spiritually, be submissive to Allah. They will never turn their back on Allah. They will not pray at the altar of the money god. They will pray generally within their hearts, pure, and not succumb. They betray, first and foremost, before they go to sleep, will not betray the innocent eyes and faces of their own children and their wife. Any betrayal starts from that level first. Then, they must then say, I will not betray my country. Second level, but the highest level, which only God knows, I will not betray Allah. I may get away with betraying my family, my country. I may even escape without punishment, without persecution. But on Judgment Day, let me remind all of you, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, and Muslims, you are a majority. Ensure no betrayal. With that, I thank you for your attention. I know what I say is very unusual, but let's not turn victory into defeat. The worst defeat is what defeat? Moral defeat, spiritual defeat, because moral defeat and spiritual defeat, right, is not external here. You win the external war. When you lose this war, the purity of the heart, your soul and your mind, that's it. No turning back, it cannot be redeemed. Cleansing fire will come. Because I say, if we win, it's God's will. God, Allah has given you, all of us, one final opportunity. Cleanse this country of evil. All right. Start anew. And if we betray that trust, that second chance given by Allah to us, on May 9, 2018, I can assure you, Allah will not forgive us. There will be retribution. For the Hindus, the law of karma. So guard well those who have elected. Pray that they will succeed. With that, I thank you for your attention and bid you a good day.